When we analyze the market, we are a bit like forensic officers analyzing the crime scene. A good investigating officer, knowing how a criminal is behaving at the crime scene, a good investigator, based on the traces left behind, can predict the criminal's next move and finally catch him. We try to observe the market behavior in the same way. Hello, bonjour, buongiorno and buenos dias. Marhaba, namaste and dobry dzień. Good day to you, trader. This is Mario from Forex Other Way, the channel for traders run by a trader. In this video, I will tell you how to become a better market analyst, a better market crime investigator who, based on market crime traces, based on the places where bulls or bears were slaughtered, a good investigator can predict when the next execution might take place. In other words, where, or what is more important, when the next execution of most positions might happen. So let's start the rock and roll. Before we go to the subject, the examples in this video, although they give excellent results of the level at 70% or even more, they still need to be filtered, which you can learn from my private training session online via Skype. Send me an email for details. You can find my email address below this video. When a good Christian waits for God's help, he lifts his eyes to heaven and is staring there, hopefully that he will get some sign or clue to solve his problems, isn't it? When the investigating officer comes to a standstill and his investigation seems to have no chance to be resolved, he also rolls his eyes as a sign of hopelessness, just like a trader. When a trader, despite many attempts, cannot be profitable, he feels hopeless and looks at the sky, trusting that the Supreme Being will send him a sign. But I have to tell you one thing, my friend, it makes sense. Our unconscious self knows quite well where to look for the answers. I have an Excel table in front of me showing synodic periods of planets. If you don't know what a synodic periods are yet, let me explain it. Synodic period is the time that elapses between two successive identical locations of a planet or a pair of planets as seen from the Earth, from the perspective of the Earth. In other words, the synodic period is the number of days it takes for one or more planets to be in the exact position in the sky as before for an observer from the Earth. History repeats itself, as W. D. Gann used to say, so the natural sky clock is a pretty helpful tool for looking for signs that would help us solve our trading puzzle or our trading mystery. So in the table I've got the numbers of days for each planet, which are over here, and for pairs of planets, which are over here. As you see on the table here, there are two kinds of numbers here. They are sidereal here and synodic. Synodic periods for individual planets are just here in the middle column, and this sidereals and synodic we got over here. So on the right screen we got the synodic cycle of pairs of planets as Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus and Mercury. I observed that some of these numbers show important cyclicality of the market. Two of them work, for example, pretty well with EURUSD and Great British Pound USD and cable. Two pairs of planets, Mars, Jupiter and Mars, Saturn synodic periods. So let's check 816.46 and this one 734. So over here I've got an Excel sheet prepared already in advance for you, my friend trader, just to show you what you can do with these two funny numbers, which is first one is 816.46, which is synodic period for a pair of planets Mars Jupiter, and 734, which is synodic period for Saturn Mars. And what I did over here, this first row here, this example is for EURUSD. I just got some tops and bottoms on EURUSD in the past from 2018, and I projected these dates by this number in the next column. So here over here you can see that this is equal to over here is the formula A6, which is this number, plus A12, which is this number. Yeah, so here we got 816.5 days later from 30th of May, and the same story here and here and here. So this one is projections made for EURUSD based on this. I just marked low, high, low, high, low, high, just to check it out how it works. And so here are the projected dates, and let me show you what it looks like. So here we've got EURUSD is just the projected days I told you, and just calculated 816 days later. So first one is 24th of August, 31st of August. We got them here, 23rd, 31st, 14th September, 2nd of October, and so on and so on. So it shows me that it is, look, it looks pretty decent. So it shows bottom, top, top, bottom, local bottom, bottom, top, another top. Over here the market made a correction. And what is important, most of them, they work. I mean, this one is pretty small, obviously. That's the date when the market reversed, and that's the date when the market reversed. That's the date when the market reversed. That's the date when the market was supposed to reverse. It was 31st of August. It reversed the next day. So let's say it's working only partially. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 6 out of 7, which is not that bad. It's a good result, what it shows. What is important here? EURUSD. Very funny. Let me just show you where I've got it here. This is this one. Based off a projection of a low from 9 of October 2019, 816.5 days later, we got 2nd of January. It looks like we'll have a local top or bottom. We don't know yet, but it's worth checking this date. And here we got projection of Great British Pound USD, the same story. This column is local highs and lows over here. And here is added, this is the formula, which is this is A23, this one, which is 734 days, this first part of formula, plus A18, which is this date. So over here is the result. The sum of is added 734 days to this date, and same story over here. So these local highs and lows, I don't run you through this because you have to take it for granted. You can check it yourself at home. The most important thing is these projections made here on Great British Pound USD. I remind you, this one, the previous one was based on Mars Jupiter synodic period, which is 816.5 days. This one for cable was made based on 734 days, which is synodic period for the pair Mars-Saturn. And look over here, check what's going on. We've got this pound. Here we go. That's what it shows. It shows over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 didn't work. So this one was a mistake. Again, 6 out of 7 What is this? Let's calculate it. So 6 out of 7 we managed to hit, which is lovely 85%. But it's not like that. It's not working like that every time. You need to filter it, obviously. It's not that easy. In this case, obviously it's shown beautiful reversals on cable, and it will show in the future as well. But these results are not bad, are they? Obviously, as I told you, all these results need to be filtered. As told you before at the beginning of this video, you can learn it on my private tutorial sessions related to projection of price into time based on WD Gann square of 9. If you want to know more about it, write me an email. The address is in the description section of this video down below. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.